hustling and I'm working overtime. Got a song and I'm not dissing it, the melody, the vibe. Prodigy, logically, I'm impossibly wanted, but now remember my name. Remember my name. That ooh, that well, I'm ahead now. I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the game.
목소리가 되게 예쁘시네요.
네, 회원님, 감사합니다.
주말에 뭐해?
네, 회원님, 저 주말에 바쁩니다.
언니, 아토미 사업이
저는 여동생이 없습니다.
너 몇 살이야?
아주 어립니다.
회사 규정을 아는 회원이 몇 명이나 되겠어요?
나는 또 해모임 한다. 네, 회원님, 엄마입니다. 딸, 나를 아끼자. 해모 힘. 네, 회원님.
I have a question for you. It's annoying, right? Then this is just for you. Blue and white dual essence. Powerful moisture filling. Soothes the skin after shaving. Lightening. Anti-aging. So okay then, it's essence, lotion, and cream all in one? Total care for men's skin. Atomy Home Energizing all in one.
Welcome to All About Atomy English Zoom meeting for Thursday, March 3, 2022, beginning now. So please mute yourselves when others are speaking. And introducing our very own Royal Master, Jason Shim. Give Jason a big round of applause.
Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? I'm sorry, this is English, right?
It's all right, Jason.
Because I'm learning Spanish every day, I'm total Espanol, okay.
Muy bien.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our All About Atomy English Zoom meeting. Tonight, I have a brand new MC, and he has a little bit of story, heck of story that to tell you that's gonna amaze you. He is our new MC today, and he will take us to a rock and roll tonight. And his name is Diamond Master Bill Hossel. Introducing Diamond Master Bill Hossel. Let's help her. Please help me welcoming him. Bill, you can take him.
We're coming on. There we go. Well, welcome, everyone. Jason, it's wonderful to see you again. It's been a little while since we visited, but I always look forward to listening to what you have to say because it's very important. And ladies and gentlemen, for tonight, we're going to go through our agenda right now. The company motto, of course, product testimony from myself. We have a vision from a very special person, Sharon Rosemaster Mirna Giron. And then following that will be a Q&A with Mirna Giron so that you can get some of her insights as well. And then following that will be some announcements and finishing up with our company motto.
Recording in progress.
Okay, hold on here. Minor difficulty. There we go. Company motto. Everybody ready? Or do we have new people tonight?
Ready.
Great.
Okay, well, let me explain if we have new people then. We're going to go raise our right hand, make our hand into a fist here. And we're going to go cherish the spirit, create the vision. Raise your right hand up and down. Then we're going to go follow the faith, serve in humility. Raise your hand up and down. Then Aja, Aja, Aja after each one. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yes.
No! Cherish the spirit! An energetic night. Okay, product testimony from Bill. Now, I'm going to talk about a Atomy detox that was introduced by Dr. Swee and Star Master Jennifer Lim. And the 12 products we're using is the Atomy Fruit Bites, our probiotics, our Finezymes, Color Food Vitamin C, Spirulina, Rhodiola Milk Thistle, Pure Tea, Cafe Arabica Black, Hemohem, Organic Oatmeal, Alaska E Omega 3, and the Organic Black Chia Seeds. Now, you're wondering, why am I doing this? Well, I was introduced to this detox program October 1 of 2021. As you can see, I got a very large tummy right there. Plus, I weighed 275 pounds. And my belly was 42 3/4 and waist was 44 1/2. Well, this is what it is after February 28, 2022. And I'm down to 238.4 pounds. My belly's at 46 3/8 and my waist is 39 5/8. So what's that mean? That means I lost 36 and it's a little over 36.6 pounds. My belly dropped by 6 3/8 of an inch and my waist is 4 7/8 of an inch. So I credit it to Dr. Swee, Jennifer Lim, and the group that have done the detox programs with me. Now, that's going to be another lesson plan from Jennifer Lim, so I'm not going to go into details on that. I just wanted to share you these wonderful results. And, oh, by the way, now I have to go out and buy a new wardrobe because everything I had before is way too big. So thank you for letting me share that. Now, coming up, we have Sharon Rosemaster, Mirna Giron, talking about my vision. So everybody give Mirna Giron a very big hand for being here tonight. She's a very special lady. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. And we will let Sharon Rosemaster, Mirna Giron, take over.
Hello, everyone. Wow. I can see it that too many of you have a great story to tell us, right? Let me tell you something. One time I was like you, behind a computer and sometimes behind my cell phone. And I was listening and watching the vision of someone in that. And I told to myself, I would like to do that one day. And guess what? Dreams comes true. That is quote that it says, if you can dream it, you can do it, right? What do you think? That is true. Let me introduce myself. Let me get my PowerPoint on. Wow, it's right there. My name is Mirna Giron. I'm a Sharon Rose Master in the Atomy Company. I'm a doctor, Salvadorian doctor by profession. In United States, I work as a medical instructor. I prepare people to work in medical offices, hospitals, labs, etc. Let me tell you about my story. My root. I was born and raised in El Salvador. I come from a very humble family which lived in the countryside. My parents got married when they were so young, and they created a large family, a family of 12. Oof, definitely in that town didn't exist electricity and no TV. My two children, died when they were little, when they were babies. We only grew up 10. I can imagine how hard their life it was at the beginning, right? My mom, it was a housewife. My father, a farmer. I can imagine their beginnings like that. The house, it was small. Probably they had not too many space. And many times probably they didn't have food. But there was a lot of love in that house. My siblings are telling me that their beginnings were so struggle because it was to have a daycare at home, right? Too many children at similar age, all of them. My brother, the oldest one, was telling me when they were little, they were listening a program on the radio. That program was called The People Who Wants to Be Someone in Life. They knew that in order to go out from that town, they had to do something. That program inspired him and the rest of the siblings. And he saw that the only opportunity to go out and to be successful in life, it was through the education. At very young age, he moves to the city with the full support of my parents. He started to study and work at the same time. Little by little, he was bringing the rest of the family, of the siblings, including my parents, to the city. I came to the city when I was 6 years old. I didn't suffer too much like they did it because when I was born, some of them were working and they were helping my parents. When we were living in the city, my brother, Oscar is his name, he moves to the big city, San Salvador. He decided to continue in his preparation. Remember that he saw the only exit that he saw to be successful in life, it was education. He wanted to be a lawyer. He was studying in the National University of my country in El Salvador. Everything it was running smooth. But by the 80s, in my country, started the civil war. It was a war in between the government and the guerrilla, the terrorists. Unfortunately, the government, it was saying that all the students, especially from that university, from the law school, were part of the guerrilla. The soldiers killed him. They killed my brother. That day, it was the saddest day for our family. Because they didn't just kill him. We felt like they killed the whole family because we were so united. He was the leader. He was taking care of all of us all the time. It was so sad. But guess what? They killed him, right? But they didn't kill the desire on us to be someone in life. By the way, tomorrow is his birthday. Happy birthday, bro. I decided to follow his steps. In high school, I met with this handsome guy who is now my husband. We went together to the medical school. The medical school is for 8 years. I remember this, that in my first years of university, my parents gave it to me a present. That present, it was an stethoscope. You know that instrument that we used to listen the heartbeat? Well, they gave me that. I didn't know how to use it at that time. A neighbor came that day, and he was calling me since he knew that I was a student in the medical school. He was calling me doctora. Doctora means a female doctor because the male doctor is just doctor. He was calling me doctora. And he saw me and he said, "Oh, the doctora is here." And I said, "Oh, hi, mister." And I was walking to my bedroom and my mom called me, Mirna, come. And I said, "Yes, mother." And he said, "Oh, listen, his heart." Oh my gosh. It was a tough moment because I didn't know how to use that instrument. And you know what? It was hard to find it because man doesn't have a heart, right? Are you agree with me? Well, it was a funny story, but the point is that I remember my mom's face. I saw the pride that she felt to know that her daughter, her little one, will going to be a doctor. Whew, that gave me more commitment to me. Oh my gosh, I had to do it, right? To make proud my mother. Well, I became a doctor after 8 years. I got married that year too. That year, it was like a bittersweet for me. Because I had a happy moment and sad moment. Happy moment because I got married. I graduated from the medical school, but my mom passed away. Unfortunately, she passed away that year. Well, I graduated, right, from the medical school. Everybody was happy for me. And guess what? They gave me the diploma, but that diploma didn't bring any key, any car, any house key, even a job. I didn't have a job. And I was married already. And I said, oh my gosh, what can I do? Well, the best decision probably it was to open my own business, right? The medical office. But at that time, I was just a general doctor. And general doctor doesn't make too much money. And I saw too many general doctors around me. I said, nope, it's better to continue preparing myself because I believe, remember the chip that they put it on my heart and my mind. Education is the key. I decided to apply to the residence training program. And I was accepted. My husband too, in a different residence program, but we were working in the same hospital. I did it, the internal medicine residence training, and he did it, the surgery training. Everything, it was fine. The family was established. My children were born. We had a house, the car, everything, it was fine. But the year that my husband ended his program, his training program, doctors started the strike. They were demanding better salaries. It's not just that, better equipment, more hospitals.
Recording stopped.
But what
Recording in progress.
The government decided to close all the medical positions. They closed it. And then my husband became unemployed. It was just me working with 3 children, paying the bills. We were struggling. My husband did it the 8 years of the university and then 3 more years of the training. And he said, well, I need to continue my preparation, to continue studying more with our child. And he decided to come to United States. He told me, well, I need to do a fellowship. Let me go to United States because my parents live there. And I said, okay, go. He came 2 years in advance of me. I was at the home with my children, working hard. And sometimes we were coming to visit him. But after 2 years, we decided to follow him because we want to be together in order to maintain the family unite together and raise the children together. I came to United States. I left everything back home. What happens when we come to United States? Well, the life in here is not easy, right? Most of you are immigrant too. When I came here, I realized it was not the same to come as a tourist. That when you take the decision to live in here, it's not the same. Everything is expensive. Oh, the rent, the utilities. In here, even the air that you put to the flat tire, you need to pay for that. In my country, that thing is free, at least. And I was so depressed. The first 6 months, it was the most horrible time in this country for me because I missed too much. My job, my family, my environment. I was just at home because my husband didn't let me to work. He said, no, you need to wait. You will work, but in the medical field. But I'm the type of woman that I like to generate income. One day, my mother-in-law asked me to sell. Why you don't sell jewelry? Why you don't sell makeup? And I said to her, what? To whom? To whom I will sell that? I don't know nobody because we were living in a neighborhood that the different races, they didn't talk my language. I didn't know English at all. And it wasn't not just that. I didn't have friends. Oh my gosh. One day, I was in the laundry, and the owner of the laundry came to me and asked me, do you know that if somebody want to work? I said, me, I want to work. My husband said, no, yes, I can do it. But guess what? I started to work. In less than a week, they fired me. They fired me. The owner came so polite and told me, unfortunately, I cannot have you here because you cannot communicate with the customers. Oh my gosh, how that is possible? I'm in the most developed country in the whole world. I'm a doctor, right? And I have a specialty, and they fire me from that job. But guess what? I have the chip, right? Education is the key to success. That is my belief. I said, well, if I decided to stay in the United States because I want a better future for my children, I need to start from zero again. I have to go and take ESL classes and take my certifications to work in the medical field, because in here you need certification for everything. I went to the school and I was studying ESL classes at night. I did it for 3 months, only 3 months. In the school that I was taking my certification, they gave me the opportunity to work there. And I started to work as a medical instructor. At the beginning, to be honest, it was very hard because of the English, right? Some students were laughing from my English. They were saying that my pronunciation, it wasn't right. But I didn't quit. I said, I know medicine. They don't know. And I changed the strategy. Instead to read the lecture before to write it down, I was asking one of them, okay, read it, please. And they started to read it. And when they were reading it, I was paying attention. And after that, I was talking like I knew it. And then I made the class so funny. I create an environment that the medicine is so complex, but I broke it down so easily. An example, I was telling them, all right, we will talk about the medical terminology, right? The heart. When you see this word that is cardi, means heart, right? Heart, very good. And I was connecting with another one, cardiology, an example. Oh, do you recognize the word? Yes, cardi, very good. Study of the heart. And I was telling them, but remember one thing, this concept is new for you. Cardi means female heart. Why, they say? Because the man doesn't have a heart, right? And they started to laugh. But some of them were saying, my boyfriend has a heart. My husband has a heart. Oh, really? Probably it's because you are in love. But one of them said, my father has a heart. Your dad has a heart. Okay, let me put this word with another one. And I did it. Cardiomegaly. Megaly means enlargement. What is the meaning of this? A big heart. And I was saying, probably, if you think that the man has a heart, they have a big heart, right? Why? Yeah, because they can love too many women at the same time. And they started to laugh. And in that way, we were learning the medicine. Those students that were laughing from me, at the end, they were so happy because they learned a lot. And I realized that to teach, it was my other passion. In the same school, they had too many programs, and they allowed me to take it. I'm the woman that I like to learn. And I took all of the classes that they were teaching. I did ultrasound, phlebotomy, EKG, billing and coding, dialysis, CPR, all of those classes, I took it. And guess what? After that, they asked me to teach those classes. I was working the 7 days of the week, different groups, morning, evening, and even Saturday and Sundays. But guess what? I was working so hard, right? I was spending too much energy. But my income didn't grow up. My income was horizontal, didn't go up. But my children grew up and they were ready to go to the university. And I said, what do I have to do? I said, I need to open my own business to make more money. And I was thinking to open a spa. I was ready because I took classes, massage and facial classes. And then when I was taking control of my life, in that exact moment, Atomy was introduced to me. A friend of ours, my husband and me, invited me to have a cup of coffee. When I went to her house and I saw her, I was in shock. And I told to myself, this lady is already injecting Botox, because I didn't see her expression marks. And she started to laugh and she told me, no, it's not that. I'm using the Atomy creams. And she offered me a facial. And I love it. And I told her, these are the creams that I will use it in my spa. Then I did these 3 steps. I registered in Atomy. I call it the 3S. First one, sign up as a member. I did it. It's free, right? You can get a lot of benefits just being a member of Atomy. Start to use it. That is a recommendation that I am telling to my associate. You need to let the associate to buy something, to get something the time that you are signing in the company. They have to, because otherwise they won't try the product. That is so important, to start to using the product. And I did it. I ordered my kids the creams. And the other is to share the Atomy opportunity. That it took a time. But the first 2, I did it immediately. The sign up and start using the product. My house became Atomian, 100%. The whole house. Even my health. I was in the moment that I suffer from asthma, right? Doctor was telling me that probably I needed to take steroids, and I don't like it. Oh, I don't like that type of treatment. I said, let me try the natural supplement. And I started to use hemohim, omega, vitamin C, and spirulina. Wow, my allergies improved 99%. Are gone. I cannot tell you that I am cured, no, but I feel so better, especially with this type of weather. My allergies were so bad. My eyes were so red like I was in drugs. But with these products, my health improved a lot. I become the product of the product, right? A consumer, like it says in there, a person who intends to order or use products or services for personal, social, family, domestic needs. Everybody in this room is a consumer, right? Some people are asking me, why two prices? Why in the book or in the flyer, they have two prices? They have member price and also they have a non-member price. I said, Atomy is asking you to introduce people in the company as members. That's the way that they will have the full benefits, right? Better prices, great product, natural ones. But they wanted to get the non-member price because they want to get money from the people. Atomy said, no. If you want to do it as a business, it's Atomy, the company, that will pay you, not the people. The consumer has been abused. And Atomy is reborning as a consumer curator, offering products that we can use safely, products that we can trust and use, natural products. The most important thing in Atomy are the customers, right? The best philosophy that explains that is the philosophy of the cow and the baby. What happens with the farmer? The farmer feeds the cow because he wanted to get more milk. The mother feeds the baby, right? Because we love the baby. And we want to raise a healthy baby. We don't expect nothing in return. Atomy is a company that treats us as babies. Atomy knows that when we say cherish the spirit, is that because the human being is made up as an image of God, right? We need to love the humanity. We have to develop empathy for the human beings. We need to remember that this is a business in between humans. I was in the moment that I didn't know what to do because I wanted to open a spa, remember? But I didn't do it. I love the Atomy product, but I wasn't sure to do the business. I decided to make a combination of three of them to continue working because I love it. But I left 2 days, the weekend, and I started to share the Atomy opportunity. Do you see that? Did you hear that song that says, no, 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 no? You heard it, right? And we are expecting something wrong when we hear that song. In Atomy, there are too many no's too, but in a good way. No registration fee, no ownership, no initial package purchase, no website usage fee, no capital required. Too many no's in a good way. When my husband saw that, he asked me, sign in. And I told him, I already did it. Atomy is a company that for me is the great opportunity that I was asking for. It came in the right time. It's a business that it has daily necessity product, right? Product that we use it since are waking up until going to bed, and we will use it forever. This is so true. I'm asking to my associates sometimes, what is your why? Because you need to have a powerful why in order to be successful in Atomy, in order to leave the comfort zone. Because if you keep in that comfort zone, you will fail, right? Everybody needs to have a reason to do Atomy. That is the dream. A dream that needs to be written down, and you need to write it down, the dreams. And when you do that, well, that will become a goal. If we break it down, that goal, that becomes a plan. And that plan, if you put passion and action, becomes a reality. I did it. Let me give you an example. Do you see that car? I wrote it down in a life scenario. Do you see that circle that is, I put it, the car, right? And I describe it. I want a Tesla white car, and I have it. I'm driving the brand new car, Tesla. Dreams can come true. That quote is so true. If you can dream it, you can do it. And I started to do it. I started to making things happen. Making facial, meetings, presentations, virtual meetings. That also is true. Hard work and sacrifice, great result. I became a sales master. And during the pandemic, we became a diamond master and auto sales master. And the last December, we achieved the Sharon Rose Master. Some people ask me, how did you take that picture? Well, I took it in the last Success Academy that it was done in New Jersey before the pandemic. I had a dream, right? And with the power of too many prayer and teamwork became a reality. That is the key. That is the clue that you need to have it in mind in Atomy. This is a teamwork. I'm telling to my associate, I can do things that you cannot do it, but you can do things that I cannot do it. But guess what? If we work together, we can do great things. To achieve a Master Chief involves too many things, right? The first thing is to have a dream, to be determined. And we were determined. I remember that some people were telling me, oh, you're not ready. You need to wait. And I was discussing that with the teamwork. And they said, no, we had to do it. We can do it. And we did it. We put too much effort on that. And we did it in 10 days of the challenge period. It was determination, preparation, coordination, meetings, communication, working one-to-one in groups. And it worked. We achieved the Master Chief, the Sharon Rose Master Chief. And then we entered in celebration mode. After to achieve that big Master Chief, we had a meeting, a party. All the members, not all of them could come, but some of them came. And I invited to the Sharon Rose Master Israel and Sonia Maldonado, and the Star Master Darlene King came too. We had a great time, great meal. And so happy to see you again. When you decide to do something in your life, you need to work on yourself, right? That is the best project that you need to work on. How to do that? We need to be always in a student mode. To succeed here, you need to be trained. We need to learn about the Atomy company, right? About the compensation plan, about the product, how to fill it up, the scenario, the life scenario. We need to volunteer to do that. Even how to become or bring people to the Zoom meeting, we have to get the training. Learning mode all the time. Atomy, it has a success system that we can bring our associates and new people. To be successful in Atomy, we need to follow these steps. As you can see, the first two, set a goal. Write it down, right? Write it down, the dream. Write it down and make it a goal. Set up your GPS and make the commitment. You are the one that had to do it. We can help you, but you need to do that. You cannot develop my dream, but I can help you to work in order to get that dream come true. Learning. That is the mode. The more you present the plan, the more your business will grow. It is a business of numbers. That is why you must know how to present it. Numbers don't lie, right? Men lie all the time. Women do too, but sometimes. But the numbers never lie. There is nothing more important than believing in the numbers. You need to register your weekly numbers to create a system. Every week, you register the numbers of your guests. How many people did you invite? 10? How many people show up to your meeting? 5? It does mean next time you need to invite 20, right? From those people that came in, how many they bought products? The numbers don't lie. This is another mode, recruiting mode. That is the way that we will bring more people to our organization. You will always be in recruiting mode. Recruiting. That is the way. Bring more people to the business. What happens when you bring more people to the business? They will buy product, more points, and those points becomes more zeros to your check, right? The distance in between your dreams and the reality is the discipline. The discipline sooner or later overcome intelligence. In network marketing, it's not the smarter person who makes the most money. It's the most disciplined person. How to be disciplined? Doing the repetition. Repetition is the key to create habit. And the habit is the tool to create discipline. Repetition, create the habit. And the habit creates the discipline. That is a fabulous habit that everyone needs to develop. Cultivate the habit of being grateful for everything that we have. It is so hard to say 100 times a day, thank you. Probably you will say 100 times, oof, too many. But it's not difficult. Let me teach you how. I have 10 fingers, right? I won't do it 100 times, don't worry. I will do it just 10 times. I will say, thank you, God, because you gave me this opportunity to develop the Atomy business, right? And I will say, thank you, 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 10 times in less than 1 minute. It is possible, right? We need to do that. Be grateful. You heard about the virus, right? Oof, we were so afraid to that COVID virus. We are survivors. Thanks God. We are here. We knew, that virus is so contagious and it spread it so easily. why we don't do Atomy viral? It's a small percentage of people in United States that knows about Atomy. It's our job to spread the voice. You need to make contagious this feeling that we have, the passion that we have. I can see Darlene sometimes, the passion that she talks about Atomy, Jason, and too many leaders. Israel, oh, the passion that he has and shows us. We need to do that too, to develop that. Let's make Atomy go viral. This is a great thing that Atomy does. Atomy is a unique company. Atomy is a company that has a heart. Wow. Last year, in the tri-state area, we had a hurricane, the Ida hurricane. It was unexpected. It was so quick, and a lot of people died. I was affected too, because my basement, it was like an indoor pool, to have an idea. It was like an indoor pool. Everything was floating there. My laundry machines, my freezer, they got damaged. The water tank, the boiler got damaged. We lost 2 cars, total loss. Thank God my Tesla didn't get damaged. In Atomy, it has the culture of sharing, right? Atomy says that is a mission that all companies must have. And is telling and teaching us, their employees, executive partners, and all members to practice that culture, to share with other people to improve their life and give the help wherever is needed. Atomy America gave it to us, that donation. It's so grateful, right? Oh, how I cannot be in love with this company that take care of us, the customer. I love Atomy. This is the new motto. Renew day by day. The Atomy company that we have it today is not the same company that we had it yesterday, right? Atomy is like the old man. He's dying, but the interior man reborn day by day. The great version of you is waiting for you, but you must do the work. You need to leave the comfort zone. Atomy is a company that is not competing with other companies, it's competing with itself, with the same company. You need to leave your comfort zone. You need to leave that bubble where you live. You need to put more air in that bubble and let it explode it in a good way. It's never too late to reborn again and return all of those bad decisions that you made it in the past, building a new and strong habit. What are you waiting for? Tell me, what are you waiting for? Atomy has everything. You have the key. Atomy is the vehicle. Come on and let in. Let's drive the car together. We have enough room for all of you. Atomy is the company that will help us to achieve our dreams. Today is the day that you have to take the decision to reborn again. Atomy is the company. It's like my husband said, the ticket to get your financial freedom. Atomy is the company that will give it to us the good retirement. Why do you think I am here? I'm getting older, right? My children, they will live, they will do their own life. What about me? I stopped my dreams for a while and I started to work for my children's dreams. Now is my time. Now is my time to do it. And Atomy is the great opportunity. Atomy is a job that takes passion, right? Atomy is waiting for you. Are you waiting for Atomy? Come on, come with us. We are waiting for you. Don't go by yourself. We walk together. Atomy is the company that will let you to achieve your dream. Thank you very much. Gracias.
Wow, what a program. I am so impressed. I'm almost speechless by this. Doctora, you are so wonderful. Thank you for being here. I am just amazed by what you've had to say already. But time must move on for now. So we're going to give you a quick break for a moment because a couple people have asked me to put this back up for them. So that they can see the detox. But Doctora, thank you again. Everybody give her a big round of applause and really, really mean it. Her passion is so awesome. I am inspired.
Awesome.
Okay, here are the 12 detox products listed. We're just going to hold it up for a moment so the doctor can get a drink of water or some pure tea. And then we will call on her to do our Q&A. So I'm going to take it out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now it's time for Q&A. So, Doctora, please join us again. And anybody who has a question, raise your hand. And feel free to talk to the Doctora. But again, I am so impressed with you. I have one question. May I use your video for our group meetings?
Of course you can.
Thank you. All right, awesome. Do I see anybody? Oh, Billy Masigia, you have your hand raised.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for it's a very inspiring and very moving story and journey for our very own Sharon Rose, Dr. Mirna Giron. Thank you for that inspiring and I'm very moved about that one. And also, I know we have new members in here. And my question is, I know in this journey is a roller coaster ride. It's the question that I want to ask is how you can share, especially the new members, how to handle rejection and objection from those prospects and also especially those loved ones that they ignoring you, they're rejecting you because of you're doing MLMs or pyramids, something like that. You know, those are the encounters of the members or the people who are in here also, that how you handle those and in your own passionate way. Thank you. That's all.
Billy, it happens to me. Too many people are telling me no. Still, even if I am showing it that I have a great testimony about the product, I'm just telling them, take that no like a new opportunity. Next, they have to say next and never give up. I am saying, especially the new one, where think that you are practicing. He said no, but with the other one, will say yes. You need to keep going on, keep moving. And the other thing is, don't do it by yourself. You need to learn first. I usually go or I ask somebody to go with that person. And 2 against 1 is better, right? We can win in that way.
I agree. You have to have them like a back support. Somebody will back you up, especially when They show them the company profile. That's very already, convincing in spite of that one. But like I said, it's for the new members who just started in this journey in Atomy. That's why I asked. That's not for me. That's for the people who are new members that we're in that journey. Also, our Royal Master Jason Sim, he knows that we're in the same journey that left and right, we rejection and objection. Now we are numb already with our rejections. My face is numb already.
Right. And you know what? Sometimes people say no because they don't understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Where we're teaching with them. And even also, the family say no.
Especially the family.
Yeah, they say no.
They just want to see you how you're gonna succeed, and then they're gonna think if they want to join.
Right.
That's the thing. Sometimes they're in the bleachers, and we are the players. They are the audience, and we are the players in the game. So that's the thing, right?
Right.
So thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
That's all. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Billy, for that wonderful question. Now we have Indrani Das. You're up next, dear. Please unmute yourself.
Thank you so much. You pronounced my name beautifully. Awesome. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, all leaders. Sharon Rose Master Giron, your story touched me immensely. And because I'm also an immigrant and faced a lot of struggles when I was here back in the 70s. So I can understand, being in a new country, a new language, really, really touching story. My question is, I know you have a global business, and because there are a lot of time constraints, the time differences between countries, how do you keep up with your team? Sometimes we cannot meet on a daily basis. What's a good way to keep in touch and, to make sure that we're supporting them?
Well, that you're right. That's sometimes we are sleeping, right? And they are awake. But if you are an Atomian, you need to know that you are full-time. Sometimes you need to be awake too at that time that they are awake. It's the commitment to yourself that you need to grow up the business. And especially people that are far away from here and you cannot go there and teach them, you have to do it at the time that they can do it. To choose a time that is not too late for you and too late for them. But that is the way. And also through the videos, Atomy now is growing it a lot with too many Zoom meetings, right?
Yes.
That is hard. It is hard. And that is coming for everyone.
Yes.
You have globally members everywhere.
You're right. Yes. Pick a time when it is suitable for everybody. Yep. Thank you so much. And please come back again and teach us. Love your session.
Thank you.
Thank you, Indrani, for that beautiful question there. Now we have from Seattle Absolute Center, Juliana Mirafuente. Go ahead, Juliana.
Good evening, everybody. Juliana Mirafuentes from Seattle Absolute Center. Thank you very much, Dr. Mirna. My question is, how do you deal with members that do not see the value of Atomy?
Sometimes you are insisting too much with that member, and probably it's not the one that you are looking for. You need to give it to them a time, because your time is not their times. I do it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and then I leave it. But I won't forget him or her. I will leave it for a while, and then I'm going and look for somebody, and then I will come back. That is what I do.
Thank you, Doctora.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Juliana. Now to continue on with just a quick moment here. When you have people and they keep telling you no, 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 it doesn't mean no to you or no to Atomy. What it's saying is no is not the right time for them. So, Doctor, I like what you have to say when you try a little bit with them, then back off and then try later on. Because personal experience, we have had people we've talked to about Atomy 2 years ago. And then all of a sudden, oh, you're still doing Atomy? What's your secret? What's your thing? So that's the key thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have lots of room out here for questions. So please ask your questions. Because I like to volunteer people, don't I, Scott? Okay. PDO Ping, please ask your question. I think we've lost him.
No, she didn't.
Thank you. I was muted. Thank you, Master Bill. Buenas noches, Dr. Mirna Giron. I am from Atomy Atlanta Center, but I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm from the Philippines too. Okay, my quick question is: I know you're a doctor of medicine, and at the same time now you're an Atomian. Is there any situation wherein there is like a certain conflict between talking about science as a medicine and being an Atomian, showing the product of Atomy? Is there anything that like certain like a person's become endowed, you being as a doctor, and now you're an Atomian? I was trying to refer on like the product itself, like two different products. Like your experience as a doctor and now being as an Atomian, showing the product of Atomy.
Well, Elpidio, ¿cómo está?
Todo bien, gracias.
Let me tell you, in order to talk about the product, I went to study because it's not the same. In the medical school, they teach us about the medicines, how they do the drugs, the chemistry, the trial that they do it. They give the benefits and the side effects, right? That is what they teach. They don't trust in that supplement. But I'm coming from a humble family, right? I remember that my mom was curing or treating sickness from my siblings and myself through tea. She was making teas, herbal products. And I believe since I was a child, even if I was studying medicine and I am a doctor, I believe that those plants have a lot of benefits and less side effects than the chemicals. And like you said at the beginning, some co-worker, even some colleagues were telling me, what are you doing that? You forgot the medicine? No, I didn't forget the drugs, but I know that this product has a lot of benefits. Instead to just give something like will damage another body organ, I prefer those other supplements. But I went to study because it's not the same. It's not the same. And also, I tried the product. They're working on me, on my family too. That is the best testimony that I can talk.
Well said. Muy bien, gracias. Because I can your presentation tonight, it really relates me 101% because I just had my quadruple bypass and I had a very good benefit from Himuhim, and that is why I am an Atomian now. And I'm so grateful. The word you said a while ago, gratefulness, I will always be grateful every single day of my life with Atomy. Muchas gracias, doctora.
De nada.
Here we go. Okay. So now we have Marilu Kabatingan. Go ahead, Marilu.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Doctora.
Good evening.
Yeah, you're sharing your journey in Atomy is really inspiring to me. My question is, in a cold market, which place is good to go in a cold market, And how can you explain them in like 2 minutes? Because people are, they're not paying attention and people are coming in and out. So how can you explain to them Atomy so that they can understand?
I'm sorry. I didn't get your question. Say it again.
Yeah, in cold market, which place is the best to go in a cold market?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how can you explain to them short and simple, like in 2 minutes, so that they can understand what is Atomy? Did you?
Like, I got your question now. It is hard, but people need to see your passion in you. To see like so confident, right? What do I do now? I go into any restaurant that I go. And the waitress comes to me and I'm laughing to her. I'm so nice with her. And I am offering to her, oh, I like you. You deserve something. Let me do a facial for you. It's free. Something like that. And I do it wherever I go now. Before I was like, ooh, I was embarrassed, to offer that. But no, now, Atomy is working for me. Why not to grow up my business? Everywhere that I go, I do that. I offer a free facial. That is what I do. You need to have passion about that and show it to them.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your question. Now, along with passion, it sells everything. If you sit there and you don't open your mouth, as one of our upline here in Seattle Center as used to saying, your store's closed. When you open your mouth, your store is open. And you ask for a 2-second or 3-second thing to say, practice it at home first before you go out. But use your passion and tell your story. And if you don't have a story, listen to the doctora. She had a wonderful story, didn't she? And her passion is showing through. So borrow from her story, okay? That's the best thing to do. If you don't have your own, borrow another's that you respect and let them know about your passion. Okay, moving right along, we have Maggie Langganan. Please, Maggie.
Thank you. Good evening. And thank you, Doctor. You are very inspiring. Listen to your story coming from El Salvador, don't speak English. You're a doctor. You work at the laundry mat. I see the story of you not giving up for hope. This is what Atomy need, right? So you never give up. When they say no, you find another way. And you have that passion that inspire people. Just like you said, we love Atomy. People can hear from your humbleness, your heart. When you speak from your heart, it doesn't need a proper language. You just need passion. You need to be compassionate and show the love. And I appreciate all your work and you share with us. I know you're going to be so successful. Thank you for sharing. I just want to make that comment.
Thank you very much. In reality, I hope you understood my language, my English.
Oh, no, completely. I am a foreigner as well. I didn't speak English when I came here. I had no English skill at all. So I understood you well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maggie, for your conversation here. And I understand what it's like to be in a foreign country. I lived in the Philippines for 3 years, and they talk 12 or 13 different dialects. And I just speak one. I speak American. So I'm learning as well as everybody else. So even though you think you're saying something wrong, don't worry about it because it's you. Be true to yourself. I love that one picture where the doctor was showing us the guy chiseling himself out of the block of stone. That is so awesome, doctor. Thank you for that. We have time for more questions. Come on, guys. She did a beautiful talk. Okay, Nilo, you're raising your hand.
Yeah. Hi, Doctora. I would like to ask you one simple questions. Because how do you get into Atomy? Because I got lots of doctors and nurses that I talk to. It's all rejections. And how did you end up being an Atomian?
Well, I don't know if you saw in the PowerPoint, I was saying that to talk to a professional is difficult, right? This type of business, we don't accept it. At the beginning, it's like, I don't. But don't talk to them about the business. Talk to them about the product, about the benefits of the product. And then they will see it. What they did it to me, it was that they offered me a facial. And I fall in love with that. And then I started to know the rest of the product. But again, if you want to introduce the opportunity to another doctor, don't talk about business. No, talk about the product.
I never talk about the business. I talk to them about the product. And one of the testimony that I did was about myself, because I had a stage 4 cancer last July, and I was cured taking hemohim for about 2 months. In October, I'm already cancer-free.
Wow, congratulations.
That's what I've been telling to my doctor friends and my nurses that I know, but still, they still rejected me.
Right. But continue. Never give up.
I never give up.
Toothpaste, toothbrushes. It's simple. Everybody need it, right?
Yeah.
Give it for
I never
free.
give up.
Never give up. That is the key.
Thank you, doctor.
Congratulations to you. Cancer-free now.
Yes.
Excellent, Nilo. Congratulations on being cancer-free. Well, we have another question by Katie. Katie, you're up, please.
Hi, Dr. Jerome. Thank you so much for your story. You really touched my heart, even though I have been in Atomy for about 5 years. And then I understand where you come from. But I also want to make 2 comments and 1 question. 2 of my comments is actually a testimony. My husband, he is in the healthcare, healthcare business. So he is the one introducing Atomy Hemohim to all his patients because he know the product is that good. So for a lot of people, they are afraid about product, how they're going to talk this in the medical field. The thing is, we have to have a faith of our product. We have to know our product is good. And actually last week, my husband just told me, and I share in my group too, is switch the spirulina to Atomy. And I'm like, why? He say each of them, the Atomy has a better ingredient, and then he has been taking it for a month, and he see the difference of it. So for people who only when they're willing to try, and then they will see the difference of the product. So I know a lot of people, they're having a question about how hemohim, to explain it in the medical field. So I'm going to ask Dr. Jerome, you see if possibly you can using your background and then to explain to people in this room. There's a lot of people in this room, they are new. How will you explain hemohim in the medical aspect? Why is a hemohim is a helping? Thank you.
All right. First of all, we need to know that hemohim, it wasn't created for us, right? It was created for a select group of scientists. And what the product does in the body, we have in a PowerPoint, and we have in the literature that they show us from hemohim, that hemohim is triggering the immune system, is modulating the immune system. How the hemohim does that? Well, increase the NK cells. NK cells are those cells that are fighting against cancerous cells, viral cells, cells that are contaminated with virus bacteria. usually we have those cells, but those cells unfortunately die because of the age, because of the food that we eat, the stress, etc. Hemohim do that, increase the NK cells, improve the communication in between the immune cells. I need to talk scientifically with them. We know that in regular Atomian doesn't know about the T cells, the helper cells, etc. And it's so important that also hemohim act in the bone marrow, producing new cells. That will help. And there are a lot of testimonies, right, about that. Hemohim improve the health of too many people, especially people that are sick with cancer, allergies, etc. But we need a class for that. And we have to do another Zoom for that to explain you more in details, okay?
Okay, thank you, Doctor, for that little explanation about hemohim. All right, we have another question by Lynn Wiedenroth, Sales Master. Go ahead, Lynn.
Hi, everybody. I don't really have a question. I'm a nurse, and I talk to nurses and doctors about our products fairly often. And the thing about hemohim is the National Institutes of Health, NIH, here in America, has already researched hemohim and has gone ahead and verified the conclusions not only about our immune system, but they've done studies that shows it decreases inflammation on airways in people with asthma, which I think the doctora was experienced for herself. Hemohim has healed stomach ulcers in mice and has killed H. pylori, which causes the stomach ulcers. And they're currently researching it because they think it is going to help modulate blood sugar in diabetics. So that's active research going on right now. If you tell a doctor that they can look up on the NIH website and read about hemohim for themselves, that will give it a lot of credibility. Just wanted to give you that little bit of information. Thank you so much for your speech tonight. It was very inspiring.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Okay, we got time for another question. Anybody?
I do not have question any, but I want to something talk about Mr.
Okay.
Doctor.
Go ahead, Parvi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Doctora.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
I am just stepping in a Atomy family. And really, today I'm very lucky. I listened to your whole life experience. It is really, really inspired me and next my life. Really, I have no words.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your words.
Yeah. So I'm so lucky because I'm stepping with Mr. Lee and Mr. Donnie. They both are giving to like this kind of opportunity. Mr. Lee and Mr. Donnie. So they send it to like this all kind of links, video Zoom meetings. So, and today really I'm lucky. Today I'm too much hardworking, but your life experience I listening. So really I'm totally relaxed. This is not my hardworking compared to your life.
All right, thank you, Barbie. Now we got one final question. Billy, please ask your question. You'll be the last one.
Okay, actually, it's for everyone. As I said, as Miss Sharon Rose Master Mirna Giron saying a while ago, I heard that she's gonna conduct a him explanation Zoom meeting. Can we join on that one? So at least, because we are not in the medical field. I am not. I'm not in the I want to learn more. At least something that we can have an idea to put some knowledge or nuggets of knowledge when it comes to, at least when we've been attacked with the medical term, I have something to throw back to them. At least something like that. So at least the members can join in. Is it okay to join in your him presentation explaining about that one? Maybe you can put that announcement in KakaoTalk so we can, the days or the schedule, whatever it is, we can join in with that one. Is that be okay with you, Michelle Rose?
Oh, yes, of course. I will willing to have you there. I will plan that with Darlene or Jason, okay? I will.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
That's for the entire Atomy America.
I know. I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Sharon Rosemaster, Dr. Mirna Giron, thank you for attending this wonderful vision you have and for answering our questions. But it's time to move on in our meeting. So I'm going to share my screen once again. And it's time for some announcements. So the first one is, in Atomy America, we no longer need to enter our social security number when signing someone up. But that name must match on their social security card. Also, their date of birth needs to be entered legally like it is on your driver's license or your passport. Okay, so other new functions are coming to the website. Some of them they're working now, but some have bugs, so they're working those bugs out. A new Atomy America PV promotion for evening care 4 set. You buy 3, the PV goes up to 50,000 PV. For your Absolute Skincare set, you buy 2, it goes up to 300,000 PV. The Women's Probiotics, you buy 4 of them, it goes up to 125,000 PV. And the dental care kit, which is a toothbrush and toothpaste, it goes to 10,000 PV. This is what a company. I've never been around anywhere that does things like this. This is Atomy. And sorry note, the Atomy hair tonic will be discontinued at the exhaustion of the current inventory. But it's going to be replaced with the Atomy Segment on Hair Tonic. Okay, and also the Gold Collagen Ampule Cushion is now available for purchasing in the US of A. And so now it's time for Daniel. You wanted to say something? Excuse me, Jason?
Forgot whose meeting you're on, didn't you, Bill?
I did, didn't I? Well, you know what? It's a pleasure of being on both. Okay, so Jason.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you so much one more time to Sharon Rosemaster, Dr. Mirna Giron. I was listening to your presentation on the Spanish Zoom meeting last time on January. And, as a Spanish learner, I was able to understand you very little bit, only solo poquito. Pero I thought it was very, very nice. And I see people's face expression, oh, this must be really good. So, I like to invite you to our English Zoom meeting, and I was able to understand you 100%. And the story that you brought tonight for all of us was amazing. Thank you so much for all the hard work and all the ups and downs and your loss of your brother and your mother and all those things was hard for you, but for your story it was amazing for tonight. Thank you so much. And we need a story like this from I know most of us in this room are immigrants, including myself. So we have lots of stories like this. So I need you to volunteer, and and I'd like to invite you to our next Zoom meeting. And secondly, and the MC was great too. Of course, Bill, you're good. And one of the announcements tonight, we no longer taking the social security number to our new registration of members, right? But you have to be really careful, because if the spelling or the DOB is not matching with a W-9 form that you have to submit, if it doesn't match, your membership will be, the new members' membership will be terminated. Understand? So, we have a convenience not asking for their social security number, but you have to be asking for them to, make sure 100% if they don't want to lose their membership in the future for nothing, for simple mistake can cause the termination of their membership. So you have to be really careful. Of course, if it's simple mistake, then there must be a way to recover your membership. But if the company has a lot of work taking care of all of those the inquiries, hey, I spelled the spelling I mistake. And if the company has see the increase of work, then probably they will bring back the social security number system back. So we have to be careful. And as you know, many of the teams are challenging on the top of the March for their maintain their mastership or new mastership. I know it's not easy, and it must be very hardworking. But as a leader of my team, myself, I saw something that we have to improve, because I was promoted to a Royal Master 5 years ago. 5 years ago, and I haven't been able to promote myself to Crown Master yet. So there must be something wrong. I see, if you don't challenge it, you're not gonna change it, and if you don't change, you cannot be improved. So I know I had to challenge it, and I'm challenging now to be a Crown Master. But it was very hard, really, really difficult, so stressful, so exhausting. So I had to learn a lesson from this. If I just challenge it as a Crown Master, and if I don't learn any lesson from this, the difficult situation, then it's just useless. So what I learned from this challenging period is, we have to keep challenging. So we will challenge again in 6 months later, like, for example, the top of the October, and again and again and again. It'll be difficult anyway. If you don't challenge it, and it takes a long time to do your business. Think about us. Look at us. We are not young. We are not 20s. We are not 30s. Maybe you are. Some of you looks like 20. Some of you looks like 30s. But actually, I'm over 50. If I take another 10 years, I'll be over 60. If you are 60 now, another 10 years later, you'll be 70. So we need to hurry. If we don't do our business in faster way, that'll be hard. But doing business faster will be hard also. Either way, it'll be hard. So I say, which way would you choose? You want to be working hard, going faster, or you want to take the course will make it trouble to you by taking long time to do the business. If it has to be hard, if it has to be difficult anyway, then I rather choose to go faster. So I challenge it. I'm gonna keep asking my leaders to keep challenging. If you don't challenge it, you will be staying the same zone. You have to leave your base to go to other place. If you're not leaving your safe zone or comfort zone, then you cannot get to your destination. You know what is your destination, right? In Atomy, that'll be Imperial Master. That'll be time freedom, financial freedom, and you could help lots of people. Helping lots of people will make you, it'll make your life so much meaningful, worthy to live. So I'm asking you, tell your leaders, tell your partners, to join our Zoom meeting, all about Atomy. We will be working hard again. And we have to tie up our shoelaces together and work together and make a success together. You know, Jason Shim as a Royal Master will be working hard. For another 3 years, I'll work so hard. No matter where you are, I'll support you. I'll help you. You know, which means I cannot help you, all of you, at the same time. But, you know, I'll do my best. So let's work hard. Let's achieve our dream together and make a success together. Okay? Wonderful job tonight for everyone. Thank you very much for coming out for our Zoom meeting tonight again. We're using your valuable time, and let's have a good night. I know you from other parts of the world. Have a good day.
Thank you, Royal Master Jason Shim. Everybody give Jason a big hand. Okay, for wonderful opportunities we witnessed tonight. There's a couple people with questions there, Jason. Do you want to answer them?
Oh, Q&A to me, okay.
Okay, so Lynn, please ask Jason your question.
Again, it's not a question, Jason, but I wanted to let leaders know that I signed up somebody under the new system yesterday, and his name is like John Smith Jr. That's his legal name, but the system wouldn't take Junior. So we just signed him up as John Smith, and we're hoping that if he ever files a W-9, that the company will go ahead and take that. But I thought you should know that for men who have Junior at the end of their name, that the system won't let them sign up that way.
I see.
Okay.
Men don't have a heart, but they have a Junior at the
Indrani, you have a question.
Yes, Jason. Yes. I am sponsored in India. Okay, my friend in India sponsored me, but I do attend the U.S. meetings with Katie Lee and Young Me. So I'm like, who do I follow? Would it be India, because I also attend their meetings and they are training me? But here we challenge in the U.S. It's a bit different than India. So what do you recommend that I follow?
Well, you know, in Atomy, there's so many questions. Well, how do I do this? How do I do that? The answer is there's no right answer. So, you know, you could try this and that, and, you know, take the things that works for you.
Okay.
You know, you don't have to decide which side you want to take. You just try this and that, and, you know, take it from there. Okay. You know, there's no right answer. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. We just have to keep sponsoring people and finding people, and I think that's the key. That's the key. Thank you.
Thank you. We have one final question. Khan, go ahead and ask your question of Jason.
Hi, Jason. How are you, Jason?
Good, thanks.
I have a question. I have a members that in Canada, and I don't know, their system has been changed also, because when I ask him for SIN number and he won't give me, so he's not signed up. So he just be careful with that number. So is that system have changed in Canada also, so I can let him know?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they are not asking for SIN number anymore. I'm not sure, but, you know, if the system is changing, you know, but if they are changing the system, they must post on their website. So if there's any question about their system, it's very easy. Just look it up on the website, or just call them. Call the office.
To answer with that one, I signed up. I just signed up Canada yesterday, and they still have CIN 3-digit number. It's still in the system. I think the no Social Security is only for US for now. I don't know about for the future, but for now it's only in US at this moment, as far as I understand, like Mr. Jason is saying. But in Canada, I just signed up, and you remember the other day, the CIN is still in there. You have to put the 3-digit social, what do you call that? Security system, whatever it calls. SIN.
Yeah.
SIN.
Yes.
To answer that question, it's still in the system.
Okay.
Mr. Jason, can I just say a word? For Canada, you don't need a social SIN. Your verification will be done by email, just like UK. If that answers your question.
Wow. So Bill just signed up with the SIN number, and Tetapan just signed up without SIN number.
Yes.
Wow. So
Okay,
either
thank
way,
you so much.
I think Nepal did use the URL easy registration part for the internet.
No. If you go to Canada website, it's changed. You sign up without the SIN number. You can go on there and refresh and check the page. Yeah.
Okay, excuse me, everybody, but for the interest of time around the world, the Canada questions, maybe you can ask Jason after we finish the meeting. I don't want to be rude or anything, but we're running out of time, and a lot of people around the world have work to, their morning is just getting started. So I'd like to finish the meeting now, if I could, with our company motto.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Waiting for
Good night, everyone.